Hey, get up. Our next stop, Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders expected to play in tomorrow's preseason finale against the Rams. Yesterday, he was asked about that entertainers versus competitors comment that Dillon Gabriel, another rookie quarterback there, made during an in-game interview last week that some interpreted as a dig at Shedeur Sanders. Here's what he said.
Spoke with him. He said, "Nah, bro, that wasn't." He said that wasn't. He told me on the plane. He came up. He was like, "Nah, bro, that wasn't at you. I see how they trying to spin." I'm like, "Oh, all right." I'm not tripping. Regardless of whatever it was, nobody's words or anything affects me, you know. So, yeah.
So did you believe him when he told you it wasn't on you?
Did I believe him?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're trying to start stuff now.
No.
I feel like you're trying to start stuff. I mean, he's doing his job. He's supposed to. Do I feel like he did? I don't know. And that's not on me to sit here and be like, oh, he did it. That's not going to change my life in any way.
Interesting at minimum, right? Like, we play this game sometimes, something or nothing. So this whole little kerfuffle, if indeed it even is one, is it something or nothing?
I mean, it's nothing. Guys actually fight. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like guys actually throw fists in football practice sometimes. So there's tension. I've been a part of position battles that aren't the backup quarterback position battle. Yeah. And there's tension. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't mean anything. So I think it's nothing. It was clear that neither of them. So Gabriel obviously said something that could be interpreted the way that we're all interpreted. Shedeur had the opportunity to shut it down. He chose not to. I don't care about it, and I think that he doesn't care either, but I don't know. This is not going to get in the way of anything.
I mean, look, I have 2 points here. One, I don't think that Dillon Gabriel, for whatever it's worth, I don't think he was taking a shot. This is not Taylor Swift at an awards show dropping Easter eggs for Taylor Swift 13. Like, That's not what's happening here.
I was going to say, Taylor got beef? What happened?
Yeah, no. She's just sending messages that way. I don't think that's
could
what
be
was
saying we've got, if you're going to use a Taylor reference, then we could say we got bad blood.
Right,
we used to have mad love, but then you made a deep cut. I mean, I know the words to the song.
They never had mad love.
This is your fault, Brooke. This is your fault.
You're welcome. You're welcome. For all the Swifties that are tuning in.
Right.
But here's the other thing. I really appreciate the way that Shedeur handled that back and forth with the reporter, because I can tell you, as a reporter sitting in that seat, you want to build a rapport with the quarterback, and you want to me, if he had sniped right back at him and been short and been kind of bristly at it, then I would think, oh, there's more there. Oh, something's going on. I almost think he did shut it down with the tone that he had. Because if he had been, again, curt, then I would think, okay, I need to keep digging. I need to ask more follow-up questions.
All right, so Graziano, here's what I want to throw, because you've been there and you've talked to everybody involved, and you have a much better sense than I do of where everyone's head is involved in this situation. There's one part of me that thinks these are two rookie quarterbacks vying for a backup job, so why in the world would this be significant to anyone anyway? There's another part of me that thinks this isn't just that, though. Shedeur Sanders is not your run-of-the-mill fifth-round quarterback. He's just not. And what winds up happening with him is going to be of enormous interest to a lot of people. It may or may not be of great consequence to the Cleveland Browns' future, but it is of enormous interest to people. And Dillon Gabriel is the guy who was unexpectedly drafted in the third round ahead of him. So there's a uniqueness to the situation that makes it interesting to me one way or the other.
I would agree. I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship or whether they have one. But yeah, the situation is you have a fairly wide open competition here, because the starter is Joe Flacco, who's 40 years old and not the future of the franchise. Kenny Pickett, who's in front of both of them on the depth chart, hasn't been able to stay healthy. So at this point, it looks like one of the two rookies is going to be the backup on week one's game against the Bengals. So they are in a competition. I don't think this whole thing has nothing to do with that competition.
Correct.
But I think to Brooks' point about how do you carry yourself in the building, I think what we've heard about Shedeur Sanders has all been positive in that front. So obviously showing maturity there and handling a weird situation probably the right way.
Not his first rodeo. I mean, he's experienced it from his dad. He's been around. He's been a high-profile athlete for a long time. But listen, the competition was on when you drafted me. So we understand. Men can be teammates and be respectful, but it's still a competition. At the end of the day, it's not over till I win, to quote Les Brown. You know what I mean? And right now, Shedeur quietly is trying to become the starting quarterback because this is his probably best opportunity to be a starter in this league because all I have to do is go around a 40-year-old guy that's not going to be here, another guy that's a franchise guy that they're going to get out of here as soon as they can, and I got this third-round guy in front of me. Oh, that's barbecue chicken.
At the end of the day, you just said it right. Kenny Pickett's not healthy. So one of these two guys is going to be a hit away from playing 2 weeks from Sunday, right?
Unless it's Tyrod Taylor who's also there. This is the weirdest situation, quarterback situation in the league.
Yeah, we can't predict it, but I think the point that is important is that the Shedeur thing is going to make it, like, we all assume that it's nothing, but the fact that there's some, like, multiplying factor when you involve Shedeur makes it a little bit more interesting and makes it a possibility to build into something more interesting.
Not Tyrod.
You meant Tyler Huntley.
Tyler Huntley.
I knew what you meant.
I'm about to say, what happened? Break it on.
They do bring everybody
He's supposed
in.
to be on the Jets. Okay, much more football of the NFL variety on this.
On the corner, the preseason finale is here for the Steelers and Panthers. That's tonight, but we won't get a look at new Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Head coach Mike Tomlin is sitting him and most of the starters to preserve their health for the regular season. Rodgers didn't play in the preseason last year with the Jets either. Our NFL analyst Herm Edwards still sticking around here with us. And last time we saw Rodgers in a preseason game was back in 2023 for the Jets, his first year with that Jets team. So, Herm, how much does Aaron Rodgers not playing in the preseason concern you?
Not one bit, and I think you got to trust Mike Tomlin on that. I mean, think about it. In that division, there's two quarterbacks that are 40-plus years old, right? Joe Flacco, he didn't play in the preseason as well, but not worried about Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers will come out and do what he needs to do. Remember, Aaron Rodgers has signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers a one-year deal for one reason only. When they get into the playoffs, he has a veteran quarterback that can win games. And this is why Aaron Rodgers is here. It's going to be interesting to me now. DK Metcalf, all of a sudden, is a big part of this offense as well. So I just think him not playing in the preseason, there's no concern at all.
Yeah, not too much worry there. Let's stay in the AFC North. The Browns announced this week that Joe Flacco will start for week 1. They've got two rookies on that roster, and Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. If something happens to Flacco, who do you think should start and why?
Well, after watching Shedeur play when he had his start, I said, wow. But then I watched Dylan Gabriel play, and I went, ooh. I tell you, he gets the ball out of his hand. He plays on schedule. He was very accurate, made a bunch of really tight throws versus tight coverage. I like him. I think they think they have a guy that I played against at Cleveland who played quarterback for them, a guy by the name of Brian Windhorst. Have the same stature too, about 6 foot tall. He was out of San Diego State. This kid's out of Oregon, but he is really good in the pocket. He maneuvers in the pocket very well, always keeps his eyes down the field, and he's very accurate.
Yeah, everyone waiting to see which rookie will get the start first. Herm Edwards with the latest. Thanks so much, Herm. Shedeur Sanders will play in the Browns preseason finale against the Rams Saturday after dealing with an oblique injury. Shedeur says he's good to go and also addressed fellow rookie Dylan Gabriel's recent comments about competitors and entertainers. Some took it as a shot at Sanders. However, Gabriel said that was not the case. Here's Shedeur on it all.